2004 November, 18 years back, we have started our Premier Academy. The journey of Premier Academy is purely based on we have to simplify the entire CA curriculum syllabus by way of our teaching. That is what the main motto. Still we are working on the same. We are unable to reach the end. You know, the moment you join the CA course, it's an environmental pollution everywhere. Suppose somebody is asking what are we doing, if you are going to say CA, the immediate reaction is Ayuba. Whether CA stands for what, whether they know or don't know, everybody knows CA is a difficult course. And it's fact also. The reason, the toughest course in India, one of the toughest course in India is, second toughest course in India is CA. Accordingly, payment remuneration also will be there. No pain, no gain. Without investing your time, very difficult to get the reward. Success will come before work, only in dictionary. Other places you have to work, then only success will come. If you are going to see everybody is putting hard work, there is no doubt at all. Whether labor is not putting hard work, worker is not putting, carpenter is not putting hard work, all hard work. But systematic hard work only going to repeat. So you have to work hard to achieve your dream. Else you forced to work hard to achieve others' dream. There are two types of people, right? If you are working hard to achieve their dreams, else also you have to work hard. There is no other goal. Employment will work on. You have to work hard for achieving others' dream. So the rest of your life you are going to work hard for the purpose of achieving others' dream, or going to work hard for achieving your dream. It is very random. You are going to see everybody is working. Ola driver is not working. Uber work only. Eat, Zomato, or Rapido, all work on. But systematic work in what stage, that is important. In student stage, if you are going to work hard, rest of your life you are going to be a leader. Student stage, if you are going to enjoy your life, that to the moment you join CA course, another 4 to 5 years, systematic work is important. The course is not the difficult course. Our focus is got diluted because of that particular age, this transitional period. How you prepare for public examination, 10th standard or 12th standard? The same way how you prepare for CR, that's the biggest question. 10th or 12th during the public exam, there is no failure at all. Any school, any student will go to ask, they'll tell, I want to get school first, top, or state first, worst to come class first, or worst to come worst case, when compared to my neighbor, they want to get extra mark. That is what they get. School, the moment you join CA course, they'll have any share. What about you? Pass on only rank class, sir. Then I will apply for both the group and write only single group, prepare only single group. I am preparing for single group, but I am trying to get only exemption on paper. Exam only revisions. They will apply for the exam, they will get the fear, thereafter they won't write the examination. The first day of the CA examination, all you are going to see full of pin drops and down. And you sincere, in military also they won't get different sincere. The boys are not able to full pure all the in a study holidays, they don't have the not having the time to shave. They are saving the time by way of not shaving. But how sincerity girls are not motion. The Kannada top and memory day long bike straight and hair, you could ready to go. But this family, the first generation family, one only one. Exam, but if you are going to see, I am not joking, second day of the exam, accounts for you then, next law paper, second exam paper, debit side missing, credit side missing, RBI missing, BJ missing, so many missing figures will be there, am I right? If you are going to ask your friend what happened, I know the result. After writing the first exam, they won't continue for the second exam. The fear for the examination will be purchasing your failure. You are purchasing the failure because of the fear for the examination. The main reason, school days, you never compare any people. You never discuss about the other pages. We never discuss about other books what are available in the market. You have surrendered yourself to that school, the teacher, thereafter you study it properly, systematic study, with periodic interval, test also will be there. How many tests you go during the plus 2 or end examination? Weekly test, monthly test, quarterly, halfly. So many tests. Test go to test, retest. So during examination time, children are not getting any fear at all. Parents are getting pasanga they are going to so no 80 plus 90 they report clear the exam. There is no failure at all. The moment you join CA course, best out of best faculty are chosen. And what all the books are in the market, everything on take Xerox copy. Xerox was minty because of association with we are unable to clear the reason. How many books you refer is not important. How many times you are referring the book that is important. School days number of revision more. In professional examination number of books only more. Room full of book. But if you go to the room full of books, in that kind of full room full of books will be there. So it's not a right way of preparation. So the intention being conducting this type of award function. The moment you join CA, foundation done marriage, parents happy with it, employees CA again. You will also be happy with CA. Next, foundation clear, then intermediate, what are the CA. As you enter a group clear, somebody is asking what are the CA. Then you have to join altercation. They are asking what are the CA. Thereafter, you will try group with the clear group also, what are the CA. CA final will go to CA. The orientation TMC is not moving. The certificate was what are the CA. The last 4 to 5 years or 6 years, what are the answer for the what are the CA. But there is no proper recognition also. Even if you are going to drop, what is the basic qualification? Either plus 2 or BCom. Even if there is no proper, you are not able to tell what is the qualification also. CA in WA is only. So, in between, the moment you are going to cross some stage, so every milestone, foundation is a milestone, intermediate is a milestone, final is a milestone, final thereafter recognize the person. But in between, some person has to motivate our student. That's the reason we are inviting, along with the request of our parents also, the extra pay to come to the academy. So that you know that all along parents will go only for making payment for joining them. Thereafter they won't go out. But here we come. Here, at the time of success, you have to come along with the parents or person who is responsible to your husband, okay, or a mother-in-law, okay, as the case may be, because in this course only you can invite all the people. So, because that side also know the real pressure of what is called the CA course. I am not joking. The tier 2, tier 6 they will not aware what is CA. Inuma CA mudilla they function for the they won't attend any family function. They will go spend money, they go for one station, one place, another place for even the friends function. They won't attend relative function. Every relative function, around the month. But they may not know whether they have completed foundation or intermediate or group 1 or group 2 or final or what. Whatever paper of final, they may not aware of. But still they lost money. So, because of that, where students are not getting any motivated, they are not getting any some sort of pushback from the same manner. Parents say also pressure will be there. Other peer group students or friends are clear. They said will become MCOM or MBA. They are certain some job will be there. They may get for 10,000, 15,000 salary. They compare with that MBA with the CA because they may not have the value of our CA. 5 years if you are going to invest properly, maximum 5 years. How you prepare for plus 2 or how you prepare for 10th standard with the number of revision, number of tests. Failure in CA course is very high because there is no proper revision. The students are not writing the test. Writing one model exam is equal to avoiding one attempt. If you want to avoid attempt, you have to write more and more. And you have to refer one book properly. Number of revision for book is important. So if you are going to prepare the same manner, everyone can be the most clear. See the very first time, I am not joking about. Everyone can clear. But after 5 years, you are going to see the return on investment is very high. 5 years, before 5 years, your friends when you are joining MBA, immediately they clear and they settle in job, they are getting 20,000 or 20,000 or 30,000 salary. But 5 years you wait on them. The moment you clear CA examination, now today's average salary is 80,000. Now in the articles will follow 1 lakh. Previous numbers in 1.2 lakhs, 1,20,000 per month salary. Because when you can understand the idea of monetary term, value is low value by way of salary is easy of minimum. So 1.2 lakhs, 1,20,000 per month. Other professions 4 lakhs per annum package. ஒரு வருஷத்துக்கு 4 லட்சம் இருக்கு, ஒரு மாசத்துக்கு மினிமம் 1 லட்சம் இருக்கு. That's the importance of articulation period also. Okay, if you are going to invest your time, எல்லாருமே hard work பண்ணும். But CA students are accumulated manner. They are putting the hard work in 5 years of time. Therefore, they are seeing the success. And the rest of the life, so many parents they came and told, my daughter has cleared CA. Out of 20 years of service, what salary I am getting now, my daughter is getting much more better salary. And the happiness will come only from the two people, one from parents and another from the teacher. That's why mother is the first teacher, teacher is the second mother. So whatever the pain students are accepting, your side also encouragement is equally important. Faculty, we are giving encouragement. If you are going to encourage the person, that person will develop. Because I told you, I told you, if you are not clear in first attempt, then drop on demand. There are most better. Ladies further no problem. Immediately water. Marriage to because they may not know the real pain or value of the course. So to cultivate the value of the course, they are conducting this type of program. And by way of small amount, they are giving recognition for the students so that they will also get happiness. Appreciation in our future. Irrespective of the age, will get happiness. Your age or school age or baby's age or what, old age, everyone will have happiness. So somebody has to motivate. This function is not an award function. It's for the purpose of motivating them. And by way of seeing this type of program, the next people who is there for the next class, they are also going to go to the next function. Both Amma boys and award. That's parents. Relatives also what? You should be the role model for the society. There are two things are that either you will be born into the society or role model for the society. If you want to become role model, you have collection. So, all the students take this as a motivational factor to clear the examination. Whether qualified CA or semi-qualified, partly qualified, everybody also says same place, we have done the same session only, same faculty only, same material only, tractor and here the content old way is the new one. So there is no what change. But they have studied, they have written the homework in the school model Premier Academy. Almost 18 years they are running without any replacement. It's not a marketing academy, it's marketing academy. Only by way of reference only, more than 99% of the students came only by way of some students or parents or what, relatives or CS reference only. Many people may not know the academy is there or not. So here is what the policy they are making. We are providing only the quality service and happy they are announcing. They are providing the highest results also in the market. So make use of the opportunity. I welcome you all for the achievers, successful person, and whoever is waiting for the future success also, take this as a motivation. Wish you all the very best. Especially sincere thanks to parents and relatives who came along with the students to motivate. Thank you.
First of all, we are having a welcome address by sir, but our chief guest, C.A.K. Ravi sir, we used to call him sir because of his seniority. He was chairman of SARC prior to the birth of some of the students here. So that much senior, having a long standing, we thought it would be a quick response from our side to give the award from his hands. We were waiting for him due to some program. He was unable to come, but he will come due course. Till then we will have the program in progress. See, this journey of CA, as the sir nicely narrated, like many of you know, maybe over here in different capacity. Some of you who yourself is a candidate, some of you would have come here representing your son, daughter like that, as Sir said, for the sake of sports. In any capacity, by now you know CA, so what it is and all that. What is so much hidden about this is not the result percentage that everybody knows. What is the result, how many pass, what are the plans to do. This is what is all about the course. So that is no secret. The prospects are the secret. That is not shared in any public domain in explicit manner due to financial impact. See, suddenly, if this profession starts advertising that the minimum CPC for a normal CA is 12 lakh, it will create problem in the public domain. Somebody who is not able to get will feel these are all fake statements. Somebody who is getting more than that will feel otherwise. That's why the financial prospects are hidden. So set aside that. Other than that, you get lot of social recognition by becoming a chartered accountant. In fact, I used to explain this in the class. We were invited to a function in which one unique chartered accountant was chief guest. How he became chartered accountant, there is a brief story behind it. I would like to share today because how the journey is, sometimes it is very different. This person was a school dropout. Imagine this person, this is a real life story, no movie. See, this person was a school dropout but veteran business person. Versatile business down south, and he made his daughter to join CA course. Foundation. Those days we were associated with the different academies. That academy not there now. That time his daughter joined in that academy. And as usual, you can visualize the transitionary period of a student coming from a mid-sized town to a metropolitan city. As usual, she was fearful. She was the first visit of the father. Imagine this. Actually. He came to meet the daughter cried as expected. Here also Sir was saying something like this. So the daughter cried and then said, see, why you need me to join this course? And now all my enjoyment, that is okay, that I am prepared because I know my friends told to see it up. But of late, the accounts and all what is taken in class, that accounts is looking different. What I learned in 11th, 12th and all different. Well, that non-stop crying. Now father clueless. You know the binding between girl children and the father. This father did something unique which no other father can do. He said, is it so tough? Let me also try. And it was not a mere political statement. He meant it. By the time he was a school dropout, he said, if you want, you continue for some time in this class. Whatever possible you understand, then come home. By the time I will be with you to study foundation. So he appeared as a private candidate, see some people's challenges, and he passed that and enrolled for foundation by the time. By the time daughter managed the classes, went back, then both of them were in foundation for some time. On seeing father's energy, second attempt daughter passed foundation. And then, like this, the journey started for both of them together. Then they were in Inter for some time. Daughter used to attend classes. Father without classes. Those days, this much of online resources were not there. But that is what the experience teaches. After that, both of them were in Inter for some time. On seeing father's energy, she qualified Inter in the first attempt itself. And see, this is different type of motivation which no other father can do. Then they were in final for some time. So I am not recommending, by the way, to any of the close relatives to join CA. This is real life incidents. And finally, they were in final for some time. One point alone I cannot answer in public forum. How he finished the articles. That alone I cannot answer. CA students know what I am talking about. So then what happened was she became qualified CA. But CA final requires some sort of classroom input. A person who discontinued from studies for about 15-20 years, coming back and doing is not that easy. So So he joined part by part some classes. Wherever possible, he used to attend. Like that, by the time his daughter qualified, she got well placed in a 300 crore company. Everything went on well. Then he narrated one reason for his continuance. He would have dropped this idea. He is a very big business entrepreneur, managing director of a very big company, beyond your imagination. He doesn't require CA. There are around 7 CAs working in his company. So there is an auditor, internal auditor, everything. But this father made this statement in the meeting. He said, if I had discontinued the course at that time, something in my life, I became Rotary chairman at one point of time. I will like this, he narrated a lot of achievements. This one CA alone, I would feel forever that I could not complete. This feeling I did not want. For that, he traveled at least another 2.5 years, completed final, and then he was sharing diets with us. That is how I came to know about this person. Why I narrate that is, if you have the willingness, there is a way. Right here, lot of candidates could not come. Actually, we organized this with a short notice. One such person was literally requesting, saying that, sir, I am getting married. So, see, asking such people in their peak of, the occupation to come over here will not be fair from our side. In fact, we apologize them. So, he was traveling, otherwise when he is in this city, he would come like this. There are at least another 6 or 7 CAs who are with us throughout the journey. They are not able to come. It doesn't matter. They will receive in due course. Outstation also. Another important point is asking, see, we have one special person here, Prakash. Anyway, you have to address them. Calling some of them as our student is our pride. Today, for one reason, he traveled all the way from Mysore to Chennai. Right? See, that is the kind of the liking they have for the award. He is a chartered accountant now. Many of our students in the past, either they are practicing or working, the best written for a teacher. This is my sincere view in front of all of you. It is not the monetary reward. There are 1,000 other occupations by a chartered accountant to earn monetary rewards. See, wherever we spend time, we get fees set aside. That's not the problem. That's not the problem. The biggest return for a teacher, faculty, is in the result. See, when you come and say that pleasantness, sometimes we will be able to share with you, sometimes due to circumstances, we will not be able to share the happiness, because there may be another 2-3 candidates who were not able to make it. They are chasing, and by the time our sharing of happiness should not dilute their focus. With this motive, sometimes we won't react quickly, but it is extreme of happiness, definitely. For any teacher, the biggest reward is your result. Your result. So when you pass, whether it is inter, 1 group, exemption, CA final, you become qualified, CA, you get recruited, kindly share the information. Don't expect reply. Not that we are bad, we are arrogant, adamant, all that. Sometimes we would respond, sometimes due to the number of messages, whether we or career and sir, we may not respond, but definitely your name will be in our mind and your present positioning will be in our mind. So with this, today we have to hear the success stories of others rather than see our recommendation, guidance, whatever it is. So in that sense, now we would like to call upon those candidates who became either they are our professional colleague, honestly. So I would even request them to call them with these 2 alphabets in the beginning, CA. It's not so easy to get that. And it is a struggle of several years. And I would say, how many nights they would have spent without sleep. It cannot be explained in words. And how much of sacrifice they would have made. Some of you will think, I am a father, mother, spouse, I know what sacrifice. Beyond that also they sacrifice. That is well known only in the classrooms. And one class of CA final, if somebody attend, the kind of effect it is going to create in their mind in terms of physical attribute or the psychological effect is literally beyond your imagination. So when somebody passes CA, it's not an ordinary accomplishment. They are 1 in 3.5 lakh in this country. So feel the pride first. The best part of this course is around 130 crore population. Even today there is a shortfall of chartered accountants. This is there for the past 7 decades. Now looming at large. There is a big demand. So some of you who got qualified, suppose within the past few months you are not getting a placement like what you anticipated or what was in your mind. Never feel, just hang on. You waited so long, matter of few months or maximum a year. I challenge you will get well placed. It is a matter of choice for some of you. For some of you, your thought process might be a particular occupation, career, whatever it is. It will get delayed a little bit. Because the course itself, like unless somebody tells how many CAs are there, unless somebody tells what is the precious demand, the rest part of it will not be known. So with
So we have all
formal welcome address when our chief guest arrived. Now I would request all the candidates who have given qualities
to address their own fellow juniors, colleagues in whatever manner you take, including their close relatives, parents, so that it become an inspiration for the others who have come here to get inspired. Inspiration is a very good thing. Whatever might be our age, we have lot of candidates who qualified at the age of 55 plus, 60. Not that they joined 20, they do all, not like that. Their date of joining, one state bank manager, imagine, he quitted his job, joined the CA course. He was telling, my car conveyance cannot be equal to the stipend. No monetary terms, that much sacrifice. Imagine a high profile public sector bank chief manager resigning that position, joining CA, he became chartered accountant, now practicing. So like this, we have versatile personalities in Premier Academy. Now I can keep on narrating about this kind of achievements. So due to time, now we would like to hear from fellow professionals first who become qualified, and for those who are going to speak now onwards, don't take your message so lightly. Don't think this fact everybody will be knowing. Like that you may think, you may share an ordinary point, but that will become best of inspiration for someone. These are all again feedback of past students. They come to this kind of award function. One technique shared just like that by a newly qualified CA, that changes the life of another person. Very true, I am not exaggerating. That changes the whole life. Till the time he may be writing, he or she may be writing, one technique will create. Not that due to that only they become very successful, not like that, but that changes their life for sure. With that positive mindset, you have all come here personally. I place my sincere gratitude and thanks, because spending time for a program like this is not easy task. So we now hand over the proceedings to newly qualified CAs to share their success story, whatever you feel like, which will be very useful to your own juniors. So now the forum is open.
Thank you so much for your inspiring words.
Totally 63 candidates, successful candidates are there. I was thinking, you know, Chennai is a hub for CA classes. Many students here used to come only outstation students, but 10 students are now. And 6 from the outstation students, balance 4 only in and around Chennai. Out of 63, we are invited. They are ready to come only 22 here. Remaining people, almost 40 plus people, they are 40 plus, they are unable to come due to what? Other commitments. So out of 22 also 1% now marriage fixed. Girl marriage fixed, they are not escorted on the welcome. Please come. So that's the reason. The short notice also we are in the program, whether we can contact or not contact, so many other parameters also to see last minute due to the tax filing. Many people are unable to come, only 10 people are able. This month, 15th, they are having continuous holiday, many people they are going for outstation. people are not able to come, they are not able to book the ticket also. So the third time we postponed the program. Further postponement the next result will be the exam. Now also other problem. Person who cleared single group, they are preparing for the next two, they are unable to come for the, now they are preparing for the examination. So thank you for your message. Now, and over the